Hello, I'm Payne Walker, candidate for Fort Walton Beach City Council. That election's coming up March the 14th. Hope you could make it out. I wanted to come on today and just make a quick video regarding some things I ran across today I found of interest and wanted to share with you. Today I was looking at the population of both the city limits and the county and looking at budgets between both and all, and found it interesting that one of the graphs from one of the Census Bureau's reportings from 1990, I'll post this on that video, but 1990 we had 21,500 residents, and now today in 2023 we've got less than that by about 200. So when I have been watching the council through the last 4 years, and whether it was the council themselves, the city manager, or the Chamber of Commerce, everybody was always talking about growth, and we just got to prepare for growth. We're preparing for growth. We need new fire trucks. We need new firemen. We need more police. We need more everything, and it's for growth. And it's like, well, you've had 33 years of it. Your budget's gone in the last 10 years. Your budget has gone from $32 million to $58 million, and we have negative growth of the population. So that's interesting enough, but something else I've been watching closely, because it impacts me in a number of ways, both my residential and my business downtown, is the Around the Mound. And I'm like, at first, I'm still kind of a fan of it, and some degree of the road that goes north around town, comes off the bridge, goes north up Perry, and hangs a left somewhere around First, and then continues on down to somewhere around where DeFrance is currently, connecting there with 98. So, initially hearing that, I'm like, well, that's great. Turn this, the downtown can become more user-friendly. But the more I dug into it, looked at the documents that support Around the Mound and the research and that type of stuff, I found to great surprise that the proposal contains, or at least the recommendations, the way that they're moving is that area between Perry and, let's say, Florida Place, and maybe even a little bit, no, because the Indian Temple Mound's there, but that space in there, that proposal showed that the city would acquire that land and then save it for, redevelopment once the work is done of redoing it all. So it was like this was a 2017 estimate of cost. I don't know how formal the estimates got, but I think it was $160 or $170 million, that portion of the project alone, not the road, but the infrastructure behind it. So when we think about negative growth, cities want tax dollars. We can look at some recent trends here in the last 3 to 5 years for sure. On the western end of Fort Walton Beach City, we see, I would say, 5 hotels. So it would seem to me that the city government that is right now has an interest, and I would say it was a financial interest, in increasing the density downtown, including the height restrictions and requirements, so that it would facilitate hotels to come downtown where my current little one-story building is, and the library and lots of other little one-story buildings there that I think many people think is kind of what the neat part of Fort Walton Beach. We're not Destin. You go out to Destin, you can see all those high rises. You come into downtown Fort Walton Beach, it's small, it's quaint, and little side streets, and it has a uniqueness about it that I think that if we're not careful and the powers that be have their way, they will use Around the Mound as a traffic, which is nice. I like it. They would use that as an opportunity to further their agenda to clear off that land in between, make it an opportunity place for more tax dollars, more beds for them. First of all, the property tax of those hotels are significant, and then with the sales tax, use tax, TDC tax, all that goes on it, hotels in place of these little one-story buildings downtown would just be a boom for the city government budget. So be mindful of that. Pay attention. I don't know, at the rate this Around the Mound has been going, although it seems to have picked up pace a little bit recently, or interest. Be interesting to see if that's a 5, 10, 20 year, but I for one don't want to see hotel downtown Fort Walton stacked 5, 6, 8 stories tall just to increase the tax income for revenue for the city government. So just wanted to share that with you, and hope you have a good night.